I've had this little paper organizer for quite a while. It's not in great shape, but I'm going to try and see what we can do with it. This Stencil Sunday collaboration is hosted by Funky Junk Interiors and The Painted Peach. Check out their channels and the entire playlist that I'll have in the description box. My name is Lavon, and you've landed on Statement Designs. I also have a channel called Tuesday Talk, and another one with 3 other ladies called The Flippin' Bunch. I would absolutely love it if you subscribe to all 3. As I mentioned, this thing's pretty old and it's seen better days. It was only constructed out of 1/4-inch plywood, so some of those nails got exposed and the shelf was a little bit compromised on top, so I'm just using a nail gun with short nails after clamping it together to give it some more stability. I want to put it on some feet, so I found these pulls that were on an older piece of furniture, and I am relatively sure I'll never use them again for pulls, so they make great little feet for it, for a small piece. I'm using Rust-Oleum's 2X in satin after cleaning the interior. I would not want to try to get a brush down in there, so I'm just spraying the back of the piece first, and then I do the sides, and then I'll turn it on its bottom and do the tops of the shelves that you will see. While enjoying some fun in the sun, I also begin to paint this piece. I'm using Dixie Belle's Barn Red, and although the piece is already red, we're just giving it a whole refresher coat with this Barn Red color. I've taped a portion off because I want to do something a little patriotic here since it's the 4th of July weekend. I'd probably put the cart before the horse, but I kind of forgot about the top here where those nails had been. So I'm using some Dixie Mud, which is just a wood filler. It's a kind of a lightweight wood filler. You wouldn't use it if you were really trying to rebuild a missing piece or something, but it's good for this circumstance. So I'm just using a hotel room key and applying it. I'm not working in my usual workshop garage, so I'm at home and I'm using anything I can on this holiday weekend to make this project a fun little weekend project and patriotic. So I don't know what made me think that if I put red with some purple in in a cup that I would get a dark blue. I'm really not sure. I regret adding the red. I'm even adding food coloring to see if I can make this an appropriate blue. Well, as it turns out, it's not going to be the right blue, but we're going to be artistic and make it work. I tape off where I had taped off before to give it a clean line, and I used my same measuring technique. Do you guys do this where you use an object, any one that you have in your hand, like a paintbrush, and give it the test to see if it's approximately the same length? That's my method at times, and other times I'm more precise. But this weekend I'm just being real um, kind of laid back since it's a holiday weekend. I'm also going to use this in my office, so or for some craft storage. But this way I'm not selling it, so it doesn't have to be perfection. It's just for me. Since it's Stencil Sunday, we're going to do some stenciling. I have this grain sack stripe stencil from JRV. I didn't have a star, so I just took a card and cut one out. And I thought, since we're being a little artistic, maybe we can replace some stars with some roses. I've had this American flag stencil. This is a Dixie Belle one. I have two of them that I've had forever. And I am a Dixie Belle retailer, which is why I have all of that. I always like this JRV stencil. I like the laurel wreath and the fact that it says American. I have to do a little touch up, but we're heading in the right direction. By the way, I know that there's a proper way to stencil, and then I know there's the way I did it today. The way I did it today was holiday weekend, hanging out by the pool. Anything I can grab works way. But I do know that, there's a proper way to get excessive paint off your brush so that it doesn't run under your stencil, and also the technique that you use, the pouncing or swirling of your brush. So when I used the flag stencil, I used a lot of pouncing on those edges there that were kind of jagged edges of the flag, and then I was able to swirl it the rest of the way. So I always tell people I don't really do a tutorial as much as this is the way that I did it. I used Van Dyke Brown glaze to give it a distressed finish and make it look aged. I really like the way the roses mixed in with the stars. I had an inclination to put the roses on to begin with, but then I didn't make a great perfect circle with the stars, so for sure they were going in between, and now it just looks artistic, and it really doesn't matter whether it's an oval or a round thing, or the blue is right. It's just whatever you want it to be. And I think the end result turned out pretty good. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. Do you remember what it looked like before? Well, take a look at it now. Thank you so much for watching today. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Find Statement Designs on the web at www.statementdesigns.org and on social media as Statement Designs. Stay well.